hands. Well, it's been really fun. I've learned a lot of stuff. I've made like so much art. Probably more art than I've ever made in my life, actually. Here's one of the first pieces I did. It was like a concept for the dustworm skeleton, just in the desert. I was just trying to like understand the style. This is one of the main ones that we ended up using, and all the rocks in the level are like based off of it. He was pretty much like a desert with a bunch of rocks and some docks in it.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
I mean, the main idea here is that it's like a dried up lake bed, so there's really only a couple ways that can look.
Yeah. So basically I just made a bunch of cubes and kind of like beveled them until I got the results I wanted, and then I just like squished them all together, and then I used the lighting information on that and I painted over it. I hope that you can't really tell that it's 3D. Alex basically told me he wanted like giant orb kind of structures, like giant domes that people have built. So I like went on Google Maps and I found a place, and then I like screenshotted it, and then I kind of like drew over it to try to understand the layout of a city. So this was one of those things.
Would you want to live there?
No, probably not. I mean, it's kind of cool though. It's like this kind of like neat little city.
The people have completely used up all the resources on Earth, and they've gone to another planet, and so you have to smuggle everything that you can from old Earth and bring it to the new Earth. But new Earth is just as messed up, and there's like giant kill death oil everywhere.
Yeah. First you start off, you go to this like warp gate that was built by the Mayans to like astro project to aliens or something, and you check it out, but it's all deactivated. I completely 3D modeled this, so like everything was in 3D. I even built the statues and things like that, but I just started with like a quick sketch of what kind of like layout and positioning I wanted everything, and then I took it into 3D. When you realize that the Mayan ruins are destroyed, you go to this space elevator, which is actually like based on a real thing that's not built, but it's like concepted. The whole idea is it takes stuff from Earth, like cargo and things like that, and takes it up to the space places, spaceships and stuff. These are some original concepts for it, just like quick drawings, and I ended up pretty much doing something completely opposite, because these are all super 2D and they didn't really work in 3D. I started this, like things like this. These are like original, like quick composition sketches for the canyon, and it ended up looking like nothing like that. Actually, this was a really, really tall canyon with like tons of mist at the bottom. And there's like a little makeshift shack, and this is supposed to be like a device that takes in the mist and turns it into water for people to drink. The most recent thing I worked on was the alien planet. So this is like a bunch of old tree stumps that like ooze tar, and there's like not a lot of gravity, so the tar like floats up, and it's like really bad for your ship, so you don't want to get it on your ship. He said floating orbs, and I was like, what? And then I did them, and it actually ended up cool.
Yeah, apparently the floating orb thing is a
Concept theme.
How cool is it gonna be when you're actually in there and there's like orbs and you can like, if you hit them, you die.
And then this was something I've been like working on today. Just today, it's been through like 3 variations. This was what it was when I started today. I thought it was too close, so I like made it more widescreen. But I don't want you to go there, so I put a lot of spikes on everything, and I made it really toxic looking.
Were you having a bad day?
Yeah, because it's my last day, so I just got really sad and I put spikes everywhere.
Nate created the models before Kathleen started working here, so we didn't have any character design, so Nate came up with them.
Yeah, and then I just painted expressions onto them. I like didn't do anything to this one because the model was super cool, and he doesn't really need an expression. And then the really happy bar robot, or I guess is he like distraught? I don't know. I guess maybe both.
Freaked out. He's a very scrambled character.
I just really like the mustard on his side. That's really nice. So I had to do the most work on her just because she didn't have eyes. I couldn't get the texture to show up when I was rendering it, and I was like, whatever, I'll just draw them in. So I pretty much had to draw her eyes from scratch and give her an expression. And then same with him, I just had to give him an expression.
Joe, you love being on the camera. What's up, dude? Stay away from me.
So you're 3D printing a worm, but you haven't told Alex yet.
No, run.
Why not?
He's not allowed to know. Just be like, get back to work. Oh, Spencer, tell me what will and won't print.
No, you can print it. It's just you're going to have to remove some of the spikes. The ones on the side.
They're all looking scary though.
You guys put the glue on it?
Yeah.
Works this time.
The quality of how good the print comes out depends on how much time Spencer is cleaning it. All right, you guys got it.
Nico, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
Nico.
Oh my gosh.
This has been updated to have the rock assets that I modeled after Kathleen's concept art, so she can see those for the first time.
They're so much taller than I thought. It's awesome. Actually, no, they're as tall as they should be. Woo. I like the windmills. They're so nice. Oh my god, can I throw it?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. I'm gonna throw this one. Oh my god, yay! It's like, the scale feels right and everything, which is super cool. It feels very like vast. Oh my god, it's crazy! Whoa! The rocks are super cool. I like how simple they are.
Well, the rocks that I had originally were just placeholder. The ones that I had her designs were specifically supposed to be blocky so that I could decrease the poly count, so that we have everything is just blocks, which is a lot simpler than the more organic rock shape that I had originally. Because we got to get this thing running at 90 frames per second all the time, Chris.
Yes.
It has to be as light on the GPU as possible. Low poly counts. All the little like landmarks are places where players could, over the radio, use as a description of where they are. Because if otherwise they're just saying like, oh, I'm near the big rock, but there's hundreds of big rocks. So
Look, you can go inside of it.
yeah, there's no colliders on it.
What'd you think?
It was so cool. It was like insane. I mean, it's really close to what I drew too, which is awesome.
It would suck if you spent all the time drawing the concept art and the final thing was completely something different. What's the point?
I'm excited to see how the other worlds work though.
Yeah, you're gonna have
It's
to
gonna
come back
be
and
a while.
It is gonna take me a while to make those.
Bye, Kathleen.
Bye forever.
Enemy ship, you know?
So I'm gonna switch my gun to the hand cannon, the revolver, the Redliest.
Well, both would.
Yeah, both
It's
would.
just immediately
Slap it out, check to make sure we got 6 shells in the, right?
keeps,
Take
like,
cover,
going
because
towards
we placed all this cover around, so I'm gonna take cover behind here. This is all while playing the game. You might want to get knee pads, because we have a lot of people slamming their knees. Either carpet or